Oh yes, indeed, it's that time again. Welcome to the Thrive 5 Daily Mobility Series. Here in week 5, we've got our full body session, fusing together some of the elements and themes of the last couple of days. If you have indeed been joining us, otherwise you are indeed, no matter what, going to be getting a great movement snack in today to aid your mobility. So all you're going to need to get the most out of today's session is an upright support. This could be anything to hold on to, from a standing position, a wall, a door frame, just somewhere for your balance. I'm using this chair here, and indeed some external load to further challenge yourself with that lateral lunge position. But if you only have access to your own body weight and no external weight, that's gonna be tough as well. So let us get cracking into the day with that support that we need. This is going to be 45 seconds per side. We're going to be looking to control some hip flexion, and then we're going to go into that single leg deadlift position. I'm going to position myself side on so that you can see me here for that first rep if you need to. So I'm going to position myself side on here, my left hand in support there for balance. My left foot is going to stay on the ground. I'm going to drive my right knee as high as I can up into flexion without losing position in the back, so I'm not crunching down. I'm then going to hinge my hips back and basically do this single leg deadlift move. Now this may be familiar to you if you've been following along so far. We introduced that last week. So I'm going to get 45 seconds on the clock. I'm going to get nice and tall. I'm going to drive this knee up as high as I can, squeezing on the front of the hip. I'm then going to send it down and back and hinge at the hips, keeping the chest as tall as I can. If I can touch the floor, cool. Otherwise, anywhere around there is good. Feel that big hamstring stretch. Drive back up, squeeze to the top. And working through those two positions. I really like to elongate that non-working leg at the back, kind of like a seesaw to keep you balanced, get a nice flow going. Driving high, squeezing the front of that hip as hard as you can. And that's going to do it for us there. All right, let's swivel sticks around. And we're going to do the same on the other side of the body. So get yourself set up, make any adjustments you might need to. And we are away. Again, no slacking on this hip flexion piece. Squeeze it high, harder than it looks. Just lifting your own leg. If you have to, you can give it some encouragement here. I'm okay with that. And that's going to do it for our first exercise. Next up, oh yeah, party time now with this lateral lunge position. So we've been doing low switch lateral squats, loaded, unloaded. Now the lunge component simply means it's going to become more dynamic, whereby I start and finish feet together. I step out into my best lunge, coming to the top here for 45 seconds. So we're going to focus on one side then the other, and I'm going to try it with a weight there. That being said, if goblet doesn't feel so good for you, you could try a low hold, whether you're holding onto a kettlebell or a dumbbell or even a good old jug of water or milk here. The low hold might allow you to stay a bit taller and help with your balance, and you can even touch the weight at the bottom to signify the bottom of your range. So have a play here, see what feels good, and we are going to get ourselves started. So I'm nice and tall here, step foot out as wide as makes sense for me, sit on down, drive back to the top. Good stuff. Step on out, maybe sit even lower this time. Good, back to the top. I know you didn't sign up for lunges and weight training, oh my gosh, but mobility training is strength training. They're one and the same. Again, this plane of motion, so often unexplored, often leads to injury, dysfunction, depending on what it is that you do also in your life. So training it is a fantastic idea. Great, let's switch sides. Again, making any adjustments here you need to, experiment with that loading position if you would like. And let's take care of business. Keep challenging yourself to stay tall in the chest, not dipping over, tall in the chest, driving the knee out. And that's going to do it for that side. Well done. Tougher one there today. We're going to be coming down to the floor. You'll be relieved to here. For our last position, this is going to be a thoracic bridge. If you have been following along, that's going to be a good thing because you will have laid the foundations to challenge yourself here. So my knees are bent. This is going to be one side supported at a time, first of all, for our 45-second window. Fingers-wise, you could be turned forward, to the side, or behind. Find what feels comfortable for you and your wrist. I'm going to set my timer up here. We're going to be starting off by bridging up, supported here, turning over this hand, and reaching over like so. Come back down, rest the butt on the floor if you need to. Realize how badass you are for doing that. Drive up, reach over, imagine touching your fingertips on the other side there. Turning back. So we've got all sorts going on here. Huge thoracic rotation here as I'm turning my body over, reaching over for a big stretch on the other side of the body. Back down. Last one. Okay. Last position of the day, we're just going to mirror that up on the other side of the body. If you have to today, you could simply come down to both hands and perform that tabletop position. That could be a fine adjustment for today. All right, other side of the body. Bridge up, rotate, facing over, and reach. Oh yes, definitely a step up. Really well done if you challenge yourself with that position today. If you feel like you need a little more shoulder stability, maybe that shoulder specialist class is gonna be for you, so you can go back and find that in the playlist. Well done today. I'm gonna see you tomorrow for some more lower body. Catch you in the comments below.